In this project, you'll beep random tones on the speaker, replacing the hertz value in a tone function with a random function. In the void setup, use the pin mode function with the arguments A5 and output to set up the speaker that's plugged in there. Within the void loop function, we just have two lines of code. The first is a tone function, and as you may remember from past projects, the tone function requires two arguments. First, the port where the speaker is plugged in, and second, the tone you want to play on that port. Usually we'll use an exact number value here, but now we're going to insert this random function instead of a number. So normally the tone command may look like this, but now instead of that 100, we're inserting an entire function. The random function itself has two arguments. The first is the lowest value you want the random function to be able to select from. 40 is about the lowest hertz value that sounds good on the speaker. The second argument is the highest value you want the random function to be able to select from. I'm using 1200, so that means that when this line of code runs, a hertz value from 40 to 1199 could play on the speaker. The next line of code is a delay function with an argument of 1000. So the code will pause here with a tone playing for 1000 milliseconds or 1 second before it reaches the end of the void loop at this curly brace, jumps back up to the first line of code in the void loop, and plays the tone function again. Let's look at how this program may look after it runs for a few loops. In the tone function, on A5, you may get a tone of, let's say, 150 Hertz. That's a random value between the minimum and maximum that you've put into the random function. That tone of 150 Hertz is going to play for 1000 milliseconds before the void loop ends and the tone function runs again. The next time through, let's imagine that the random function selects 1000 as the Hertz value. Now a tone of 1000 Hertz is going to play on the speaker for 1000 milliseconds before the void loop starts a third time. The third time through, the random function may select 41 as the Hertz value. That will play for 1000 milliseconds, reach the end of the void loop, and the loop will start over. So the random function, each time it's run, is going to select a new value from its range, and it's going to use that as the Hertz argument within the tone function. Play that for 1000 milliseconds, and then start over. So you may never hear the same tone played twice on the speaker.